Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today we are going to be going over the new features in the new update TU48 which came out. It was only actually told, released on, said to be released on Twitter about a week before it came out. It's basically like a second bug fix to the TU46 update. They usually only do one bug fix, but this one especially as I noticed from playing, there was a ton of bugs. So there was about 20 bugs that got fixed, but they also did add a couple new things. They added a new villain skin pack, which, I don't really use skin packs very much. I just use my snow leopard skin, to be honest, which it is a bot skin, but I don't use the skin packs very much. But the other interesting thing, as you can see with the background footage of playing Tumble, is they added, is it 7 or 8 new tumble achievements, which I actually, and of only about an hour's worth of playing today, I got all the achievements, which they're actually, a lot of them are pretty hard to get. There's a bunch of them, like, I feel like the only complaint I have about that, two things. One, about tumble in general. I don't know if this was a change that they made or what it was, because people were complaining about dying, but the bottom layer seems to, on a lot of the maps, be way too big, in terms of the sense of, there's a couple times where I basically made it to the end of the match, like time ran out because the games were so long, just because nobody could kill each other on the bottom layer because they just took so long to grind down all the blocks. But the other thing about the update is, yeah, they added tumble achievements, which are cool. Most of them were just snowballs, which was interesting. Like, there was a couple that were, you could do in either, but you can do all of them in snowballs. And there's none that were really shovel specific, which was kind of an interesting thing. I do feel like the level of the trophies was also messed up, because there was, like, some of them were bronze, some of them were silver, which is okay. But, like, the hardest one, in my opinion, was a bronze trophy, and some of the easier ones were, like, silver, so it was kind of like, yeah, like, I'm pretty sure one of the silver ones, I'm not sure if this is silver or bronze, but it was, like, hot shot, so, like, when you're falling off the edge, hit somebody with a snowball, which is not the hardest thing to do, because even if you're just throwing snowballs and you accidentally hit somebody when you fall, when you're on the bottom layer, it still counts. And one that I thought was really hard, which is only actually, when I looked at it, a bronze trophy, is when knock 3 people into lava using snowballs, which is kind of hard. It it isn't as hard as it seems, though, because you just need to basically get a hit on them right, like, a couple seconds before they fall into the lava. But still, like, killing 3 people in one round is kind of a little bit of a challenge, and doing it by hitting them and then them falling into lava, yeah, that's a little bit hard. A little bit too hard for a thing. You'd think it could be a little bit easier, but like, maybe even a silver or maybe even a gold trophy, because that was pretty hard. Maybe just silver. I mean, if they made it a little bit different of a way to get the challenge by measuring it, maybe it could be a gold trophy. But overall, it's pretty cool. There's another, I think, 16 achievements for survival, which are, like, mostly to do with the TU46 update, like respawn the Ender Dragon, stuff like that. They've been adding quite a bit of new stuff, which brings me to the other thing I wanted to talk about, which was the new update, or the next update, which is probably going to be well, the next update, of course, is going to be TU49, but TU50, like, I'm pretty sure the next major update they'll do, maybe they'll just do, like, a bug fix, or even just, like, a little tiny tweak on one platform or something like that, or maybe they'll just skip TU49 altogether, because, like, a big update, especially with the new stuff that they could be adding this year, especially considering we're pretty much caught up on all the things, and they've been teasing about realms, and they said they're going to add an add-on some point this year. The next update, I feel like we're going to get one of those things, like realms, or one of those things, maybe it might not even be till April, but the next big update. So maybe they might add something small in TU49, or maybe even Skywars. I feel like TU50, just by the name, like, being 50, being, like, almost like a milestone, it makes more sense to have a big update, like, because if the big update's TU49, then that means TU50, unless they do bug fixes in the next big update, which would mean they'd have to be pretty close together. That means that TU50 would be a bug fix, which is, it doesn't seem to make sense. And I feel like TU49 would be a better, or TU50 would be a better bug update. So that's why I'm saying it's speculating about TU50. But yeah, I think they've said they're going to add add-ons this year. Realms, possibility. strong possibility there. I kind of hope before they add realms, though, they'll add command blocks. I am quite happy about the actual bug fix part of this update because, I mean, we kind of needed the bugs to be fixed because the game wasn't super fun without the bugs being fixed because there's so many bugs. But none of them, like the survival problems and stuff, really affected me too much. It was just, kind of that, because I don't have a full-time survival world I play on, but it was just kind of like that, all these bugs that just kind of get in your way enough to kind of make it a little bit more inconvenient than you're necessarily okay with. But back to TU50, and so on this year. Yeah, I feel like they should add command blocks, hopefully, before they add it. The only thing is, the same reason why they can't make infinite world sizes for the console is because they have to have lag restrictions. So the restrictions to the most amount of lag you can have on a world. So that's in a game. It's a PS4 requirement. Also, it goes to say to something that the reason, if you're wondering why all the Xbox updates came out before, coming out before, like the PS4 and stuff, and PS4 in North America is always last. Xbox maybe sometimes does release their games a little bit faster on their own platform because the games are now owned by Microsoft and they are cheaper and stuff, and maybe they have some more added bonuses and stuff. But for the most part, they still have on PS4 and stuff. They still the reason why it doesn't come out right away is because they have to wait for the PS Store to update, which is kind of a different thing. It almost does give Xbox users the advantage, I guess, in the sense of they make the game, so I guess they can kind of dictate when it comes out a little bit better. But whatever. They are very interesting about that. But anyway, it's just a thing. But TU or all the new more updates. Hopefully, like I said, yeah, they'll add realms and they'll add add-ons, which are basically just mods, which will be cool. I kind of hope that they can add ones that people make, and with that map sharing, because then it'll become a bit more like PC. But then again, with realms, you probably need command blocks before you can to be able to have a big realms, or else it's just gonna be chaos. Kind of complex command blocks too. I mean, I think you would still play with up to about 32, 50 players maybe. And maybe just even like the simple command blocks is kind of what I'm hoping for, and then maybe later add more complicated commands. Like when I say simple, I just mean like teleportation, setting day to night. You don't really need that. It's kind of just a decoration thing. But like, say I don't know, teleporting all the players to their pods, or even just teleporting them all to you, would just kind of make it so much simpler. Because, like, imagine playing a Hunger Games. Imagine how long it would take to teleport, like, 50 players to you. That would take a while. And I think a lot of people would leave after, like, the half an hour it takes you to set up. I mean, a lot of people aren't patient with the 8 players, how long it takes me to set them up anyway. So, anyway, yeah, it's just the thing that people don't tend to have that much patience, and on the PC and the mini games world, they seem to do it a lot faster. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing for more. And I will see you guys next time.